Okay, now we're going to summarise the conditions in the 4 quadrants of the circle. What do I mean by that? Let's see if I can draw myself a rough circle. Get some axes through the middle. I'm going to call this one quadrant 1, this one quadrant 2, this one quadrant 3, and this one quadrant 4. And we know that if we have our degrees start at 0 there, going to 90 here and 180, round to 270, and back to 360 and on, we can look at angles of any magnitude. Now we remember that our x-coordinate is the cos of an angle and the y-coordinate is the sine of an angle. And tan, we know, is going to be sine over cos. Alright, so if I'm in this particular quadrant here, let's say I'm here, you'll notice that my cos is positive. See, my cos is my x-coordinate. There it is there. My y is positive. That's my y-coordinate. There it is there. And in that case, so is my tan, because tan is sine over cos, and a positive over a positive is a positive. So sine, cos and tan are all positive in this first quadrant. Okay, sine, cos and tan. But instead of writing sine, cos and tan like that, I think what we'll just write is all. So they're all positive. All positive. Let's go into the second quadrant now. So that's going to mean me zooming over there using the symmetry. So if that's theta there, this will be 180 minus theta. So let's look at its x-coordinate. That's a negative, isn't it? But it's still got the same positive y-coordinate as this one did over there. So I can say that in quadrant 2, the cos is negative, but the sine's positive. So sine's positive, cos is negative, which means tan's going to have to be negative, because as soon as you've got one of them negative, then you've got sine over cos, which is tan, has to be negative. So the only one positive in this quadrant is sine. Let's drop down over here to the third quadrant. So my angle here is going to be 180 plus theta. Now let's look at its y-coordinate. Look, that's a negative. It's all the way down there. It's the negative. And the cos is negative as well. See, that's a negative. So both sine and cos are negative, but tan will be positive, because as soon as I say sine over cos, negative over negative, that gives me a positive. So the positive one in here is tan. Let's go into the fourth quadrant over here. And let's look at the symmetry. That should line up there. My diagram's not the best. But you can see it's still got a negative y-coordinate, but look, it's a positive x-coordinate right there. So if I'm over here, we can say that this is 360 minus theta. And in that quadrant, my x-coordinate is positive, so that's cos. Cos is positive, so let's make a note of that. Sine is negative. So if cos is positive and sine's negative, tan's negative, so the only one positive there is cos. Now what we usually do is we summarise that in what's known as the ASTC Circle. Now because we are in New South Wales, not far from Sydney, the little way we remember that is all stations to Central. Okay, let's draw it. All stations to Central. And what does that tell me? It tells me whether sine, cos and tan are positive in a particular quadrant. They're all positive here. In this quadrant, only sine is positive. In this quadrant, only tan is positive. And in this quadrant, only cos is positive. And the others are negative. Okay? So if I happen to want to know, if I happen to be in this quadrant and I want to know the sine of a particular angle in there, I know it'll be positive. Whereas if I want to know the cos of that same point in there, it'd have to be negative, because the only one in the second quadrant positive is sine. So we'll do some examples in the next video.